Hello, Stampin' friends, and good evening, or good morning, depending on where you live, or what time you're watching. I am Linda, and I would like to welcome you to Linda's Stamping Escape. We have some fun planned today. Going to be working with the Hues of Happiness Designer Series paper again. I love that. And we're actually going to be talking about the die cutting of such paper. It's time to quit hoarding all the pretty paper and start using it, right, ladies? All right. I need to turn my volume down here. I should have done that before we started. There we go. Now I don't have to listen to myself. I hope you all had a very wonderful Mother's Day. Hello, Beth and Barb. Jenny's on, and Deb and Cheryl. Welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and hanging out with me. So, all right. Beth is watching as she's working. Hi, Chris. Oh, gosh. I am so, and Anne's here. Wonderful. Welcome, everyone. I am so excited to work with this paper. We're not going to do a lot with the stamp set yet, so I'll set that aside. To be honest with you, I have a class that I'm prepping for, which we will be using the stamp set, the dies, in particular this one and one or two of these, so we get to get a good feel of the whole product suite, because that's what I like to do. I like to show everybody the many ways you can use your entire suite. So that's why it takes me a while, because I have to linger on certain things like this gorgeous designer paper. And if you are a color lover, well, this is the one for you, because this has everything. And don't we all have our favorite colors? I mean, look at the rainbow of colors here. So much fun, so easy to use. All we got to do is cut it. Not always easy to do, is it? So tonight I'm actually going to be making 2 cards. If you caught my blog post this morning, you saw this card where we talked about not just the colors, but the layout. Such a simple layout that you could do with any of your designer papers. I believe both of these are 1.5 by, this one I think is 4.5 and this one's 3.5. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but or maybe it's just 4 inches. I don't have my ruler handy. It's probably packed in my retreat stuff yet. That's not all unpacked, unfortunately. So anyhow, so yeah, we're gonna do not just this beautiful designer paper, but we're gonna talk layouts and how a simple layout can boost your card making. You can, once you get a layout, sometimes isn't that half the problem? We love the stamps, we love the paper, but it's the layout, it's the pulling everything together that sometimes just puts us at a standstill. So These are kind of no-brainers. We like those. Just pop some designer paper on and a greeting, and boom, we got a card. But if you want to step it up a bit, a nice layout works well. So this is just 2 separate pieces of paper there, and I popped them up with black so that the colors really popped out. And then the happy birthday comes from the Happiness Abound stamp set. So that's all included with that beautiful suite. Okay, so you see a lot of goodies here. So here's the dies, and I just want to show you, I'm going to pull this back in. Sometimes you're going to sit there and twirl and twirl and twirl because you're not sure where this starts, but let me give you a little hint. Always look for one little nook or cranny that I can find on my flower, and this little V is it. And if you just look for that V, there you go. Now it takes half the time to find that, because some of these are edged so lightly they almost look white, but it's just like 3 shades lighter. So just find that little nook there, and I think it's on this side with this one, or nope, right there. So just find something on your die that makes it easier for you to find on your paper. Now this one's kind of easy because he almost looks like a 4-leaf clover. So we're going to look for that flat rose, and then that lays just like that. All right, I laid all this under my, this one's easy. We like him with the little stem. He just pops up right there. And then we have this one that has the little, I don't know, looks like a boat. I don't know what it looks like, but I try to find a piece on my die that makes V. Right there it is. And then this one's pretty easy. So I just got to find the flower. Here it is. I don't know if you can see that one. There we go. So the dies not only work with the paper, but of course with your stamps as well. Now these are a little bit smaller than they are in real life. Pop that open and you can see that they actually fit here. Let's find that V. There you go. So once it's stamped, then you can die cut these as well. A little slippery on that plastic. So let me just put these up here so I don't lose them, because that would make me cry. So again, the dies not only work with the stamp set, but they also work with your designer paper, which makes it easy. And, oh, there's our leaves. Don't forget that you can also cut out, let me grab this, partial pieces. Because you can tuck that behind another flower, or you can use it on the inside of your card at the bottom or on the side, however you want to do that. Just bring that flower in. It's kind of hard to show you when I don't have my paper out here. So let's begin. I'm going to start the first one with Very Vanilla. And we're going to pop up our front. So I already pre-did this. This is the same embossing folder that I used for this card. And this is what inspired me to use this. So let's take this and we'll give this a fold. Now you can pop this up if you want to. You know, sad thing is I didn't bring any of my dimensionals over here. So I'll have to wing it, or punt as they say. So there we have some beautiful, beautiful texture going on here. on our card. And now I'm going to bring something in that my holiday retreat ladies will know well because it was one of their gifts. And that is the beautiful brushed gold specialty paper. So we're going to use that. And without my stuff here, ladies, I'm sorry, I won't be able to put that together the way I want to, popped up and stuff. But check out my blog tomorrow and we'll do that. But you're going to see a good representation of this card. I thought that I would use the beautiful yellows and golds in here. There we go. Bring this back in. So we have these gorgeous hues. This is our Daffodil Delight. And good Lord, what is that? Second color here? I know there's Melon Mambo on here and Mango Melody, Fresh Freesia. So you kind of get the drift. It's got a little bit of everything. So, but I chose the darker one because I liked it with that gold. And that right there is going to be my focal point, and then we're going to build from that. Now, I did cut out another one, and I did that in the daffodil, a little lighter. That one's going to go there. And then I wanted a little bit more pop of color. So up comes that pink. And on this one, you could use any of the colors. The turquoise would have looked pretty. Look at that. That goes nice with the yellows and the golds. Also, the Night of Navy, which is also in the color palette. And there's our Fresh Freesia. Gorgeous grape. So so many pretty colors in this one. And colors kind of bring emotion, don't they? We have our favorite colors, and we have friends that have favorite colors. So we're just going to tuck these in here until I get it the way I want it to look. There we go. And I like that even the leaves are different colors. Welcome to all the newcomers here coming in today to watch. So I'll play with that a little bit. Maybe I'll tip this off to the side. But I just love that little band of gold. So what do I want to do with this? I'm going to use the Gilded Gems. And because this is coming up here, almost looking like a rainbow, I am going to, wow, I really should have set up my tools. Ladies, have you ever done that? Started working and noticed that half your stuff isn't on your table? So we're going to add the Gilded Gems, 3 of them, right here on the bottom. You notice I have not put a greeting on here. And here's the reason why. If you're making several of these ahead of time, put your greeting on later. This is a beautiful card you could use anytime. So it could be for a wedding. It could be for a shower. It could be for a birthday. It could be for, I just want to say hi, or I miss you. Let's move this down here and let a little bit more of that gold exposed. There we go. I'm going to bring that up. Once you get your layout, you can play with this as much as you want. Easier if I do this because then it's not all winding around here. There we go. Pop that in there. and get this just right in there. Just that little hint of green coming out. There we go. So simple and very pretty. You can move them flowers around any way you want, but now you have your layout. Isn't that gorgeous? And that little touch of gold on very vanilla. This is not white. It is very vanilla, and the two just go so well together. And then we added our Gilded Gems. So card number 1, remember we're working with the same layout. So I'm just going to set that there. Now I'm going to move into our basic white. And we're going to fold this one in half. Simple base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4, same as the other one. Now what I did differently on this one, again, same layout I'm using, but I'm adding the designer paper instead of the color on color. That one makes it look rich. This one's just going to give you a fun pop of color. And you notice that I embossed this one too. How fun is that? And as I was putting it into the embossing folder, I noticed that a lot of these edges kind of meet up with each other and just look really nice together. So not only does it have the look of painted canvas, now you got actual brush strokes on there. So pretty. All right, now we have a portrait here. Let's do a landscape. So we're going to do a landscape. I'm going to start with my gorgeous grape on this side, Granny Apple Green over here. Not that it matters, but I've decided to go with a different color palette of flowers. I picked the Coastal Cabana. Here is our circle again. We're going to go with that gold. Stick that right there. And now we're going to move into our flowers. Now I'm going to put my focal point flower right over here because it contrasts with our colors, but it fits so well. And the dark color in here, which looks like early espresso to me, goes really nice with the gold as well. Now, if you want, you can tuck this piece in here, but I think he's too big and I can't see enough of him, so I'm just not going to put that in. But let's flip this up, and here's what I was talking about before, that you can use those extra little pieces of paper in here to add a little flower inside or stick it on your envelope. I think it's a little safer inside the card, but now your greeting and your sentiments can go in there. All right. And now we're going to pull a little bit darker color, and we're going to go up here. And we're just going to put that one little, nope, I want them up. The flowers you can play with, just like you do in a vase. Now on this one, I grabbed, or should I say cut out, the other leaves. The first one had all the double leaves, but this one, I decided to use this one. And I wanted to come up around the corner and then just bring this one right in between those two. Voila, you're done. And my apologies for not having any sort of adhesive by my desk at all. Crazy woman. So on this one, I thought we have so many beautiful embellishments, but I like the gold accents when I just put that little touch of gold in. So I am going to add, besides that, my mother would love this because she is my butterfly. And we're just going to have our little butterflies flying up and around our floral piece here. There we go. That is how simple it can be. Once you take the time to just cut your pieces out, and ladies, you can cut them out ahead. And did I bring that scrap piece over here? Oh, I don't know if I did, but I was going to put it on my table just to show you. I don't miss a thing. I cut them all out, whether it's fussy cut or with the dies. That way, you really get a lot of use out of it. See, here's another little piece, little leftover that you could tuck in with some of your cards, but don't throw those away. Save all those little pieces because they'll go inside. And thank you, Kathy, for the compliment. Kathy said, my sense of color is always so gorgeous. Thank you, but Stampin' Up did this one. They did. In fact, I'm going to do a little video sometime this week talking about the new in colors, but kind of how Stampin' Up picks their colors and some really cool things. And I will introduce you to what they call them, color buddies. So we all know them. We just didn't know we knew them. So here is our landscape. And here is our portrait style. Very same layout, just done in a different position and different colors. But isn't that gorgeous? And so easy to do. Just add the little butterflies to really bring out that gold. And again, no greeting on these, although you could stick a little greeting, like maybe in, whoops, I got two pieces here. Like maybe one through here. So I'll put a greeting on one of these so you can check that out on my blog today, tomorrow morning. And my blog is http // twice. And just look under Linda's Stamping Escape. You will find me. You'll also find my Pinterest page and maybe my YouTube channel, which this video will be on later too. So I thank you all for spending your evening with me. But don't go away quite yet, because you will see these brand new. Although the in colors aren't new, these are the 2021-23 in color opal rounds. Are they not just gorgeous? So I'm going to give a sample away to somebody in about 2 minutes. So I'm all about these little glitter guys, and they are so cute. And I actually pulled some out because I thought they would look really good on here. Or we could have used, this is actually pale papaya, but I thought, ooh, that matches good too. So they have a ton of things that you could use with these. But meanwhile, I am going to give them away. And the drawing is from last week's attendees to my video. So hang on as I pull in our wheel of names. Hoping there wasn't another ad on there. I couldn't get that little bugger off. Here we go. This is everybody from last week. And then all of you who are here this week, and comment and feel free to share the video with your friends. That is just fine with me. It's actually quite flattering because that means you like what I did and sharing it with your friends. So let's get started here. Good luck, everyone. And let's see who wins these gorgeous opal rounds, the new in colors. 3, 2, 1. Congratulations, Barb! You won yourself a sample of the new 2021-23 in color opal rounds. There you go. And you will find more information on my blog post tomorrow about the cards that we made today, and they'll actually be glued together. And then if I missed anything that I was talking about tonight, I'll make sure I put that on there, any little tips or hints, and I will meet you on my blog tomorrow. Thank you so very much for spending your time with me. I appreciate that. Have a wonderful evening, everybody. Good night. Thanks for the love.